Hull not out of it on 41, Oxford and Portsmouth certainly not out of it on 42, but 3 today for any of the teams down there will be a massive boost. Unfortunately for Stoke City, they are one of them, and in their red and white stripes, white shirts, white shorts, red and white striped shirts, white shorts and white socks. That's what I meant to say. They get this underway, attacking from left to right. They're into the penalty area already with Manhoff, and Kovac gets a toe on that. And QPR will get it away up to Dembele, who can't take it in his stride. And Stoke have possession just inside their own half. Ours for their part in all black with gold trim. And away kick for the men from West London. Victor Johansson dressed all in. Highlighter Peniello has it in his own penalty area now, and having represented Sweden again during the international break, will play it up towards Gallagher, who chests it down, looking for Baker, can't find him. And it's out to the right-hand side of the QPR defense, and their goalkeeper dressed in sky blue today. Paul Nardi clears long, Stoke again win it back. Dembele, playing as a center forward today, isn't going to win many headers. And that's a decent ball over the top, looking for Manhoff, and the goalkeeper, Nardi, is out early to collect that on the edge of his penalty area, bowls it out to the left. Clipped into the channel, that's a better ball for Dembele to chase. Johansson looks alive and it's a decent starting position. He plays it out for a throw-in. Ian Cranston. They're missing their top scorer, QPR. They've got a pretty diminutive player leading line. Stoke's centre-back is going to face a different challenge. Yeah, he's prepared to work down the channels, and over the top they're going to have to be busy, and they're going to have to just be mindful of their positioning and all that. It's one of them where we want them to push up, but if it's going to leave space behind them, they've just got to be careful they don't get caught. Long throw taken down the line by Chamadou. That's gone out off a Queen's Park Rangers player, and Gallagher will leave it for Chamadou to stride another 25 yards forward to take the throw in. On the right, inside the QPR half, he throws it back into his own section of the pitch and to the feet of Phillips, and now Wilmot. To Ballcat on the left in the orange boots. He goes down the line to Junho, runs back into his own half. And now back across the back line it goes, or at least into the feet of Wilmot. Now out to the left again, with Bocat. Back with the centre-backs again, and now the goalkeeper Johansson as Stoke try and draw Rangers forward. That's a good ball through the lines to Manhoff, who's taken up a position slightly infield and now crosses halfway. He's got Chamadou on the overlap and uses him. Baker running into the channel gets it. He's at the byline. He's got his back to goal though, so he needs to find a way out. Does by going back to Pearson, and now to the halfway line in Phillips, who takes a touch and lays it off to the right, and Manhoff back to Phillips inside his own half, and now across to Wilmot again, back to Johansson inside the box, and now Bocat. The left back gets involved, sustained possession for Stoke City. Junho drops back, and then almost sells Bocat short. He stretches and keeps the ball for Stoke, and now they might be away down the other side. Baker to Chamadou. He slowed it down Chamadou when he might have run at his man, and now he wants options. Finds Manhoff down the touchline. Back to Pearson, 15 yards inside. The QPR half, and now Berger. Bounces off one challenge and lays it off to Wilmot. Bocat the left back. Gain inside the QPR half. Nice turn from Junho. Almost got away from his man. Couldn't. Had to check. Lays it back to Berger. Goes for the crossfield pass now. Looking for Manhoff. He doesn't get enough on it. He's headed down the line, and Smith will play that out for a throw-in. But a lot of the ball early on. Yeah, good amount of position, but no real penetration to it. We managed to get a couple of early passes there where we broke the lines in midfield. And Baker's getting on the ball. Manhoff's getting on the ball in those areas. We haven't taken a further appeal. We've been a little bit negative and gone back after it. Here's Junho on the left. Back to Bocat. And now Wilmot plays a ball into the left channel. And nobody read that one. Baker gives it a belated round of applause, I think, having rolled his eyes initially. and that'll be a goal kick for QPR. That's just what we were on. About there, that wasn't a bad ball, just no one's really seen it. They've all come to feet, and there's no real thought about looking beyond them. It's a center-back who takes the goal kick, Morgan Fox, who appeared a lot at left-back on the left-hand side of a 3 as well for Stoke, and is part of a center-back, pairing alongside the inexperienced Ronnie Edwards, who burst onto the scene in League One at Peterborough. He's at QPR on loan now, having got a big money move to the Premier League, and here's Chamadi. Got Manhoff to his right, and that's blocked off Rangers man Lucas Anderson, and Stoke go back to the goalkeeper. It's a rather subdued atmosphere at the Bet365 at the moment. It's the away fans making a little bit of noise in the opposite corner, and Stoke go long looking for man half. He's not going to win the header, but he does just enough to put off the fullback pile, and Chamadou has a throw-in for Stoke. Takes it quickly infield to Baker. Wanted it? Gets it. Pearson's dropped short the edge of the center circle. And now Bocat, to the left, just inside his own half, plays a ball looking to pierce the defense. And in the end, it's between Gallagher and Bae Junho, so neither can get on the end of it. And QPR win the ball back. And they work it back to their own goalkeeper. Gallagher comes to put a bit of pressure on him. It's clipped out to Parle, the left back, and now infield to Anderson. Colbeck, the veteran in his mid-30s now. Here's Dembele. Back to Colbeck, plays the ball off Berger, but gets it back, and Paul has it. There's nobody in front of him down the line, so he has to check and go backwards towards the edge of the penalty area. 6 minutes gone. 0-0 on BBC Radio Stoke, where earlier on Port Vale won the derby with Crewe. Vale still in the automatic promotion place. He's in League Two Crewe, now in danger if they don't get on a decent run of missing the playoffs. More reaction to that in Praise and Grumble, and reaction to this after 5 on a bumper day of football on BBC Radio Stoke, as the Potters try and put pressure on and give away another throw-in, another with the edge of the QPR penalty area. Both teams are trying to keep the ball down and pass it, but neither are really going anywhere. No, that's right. It's just a basic keep ball possession test in this one. The one thing with QPR is that you're looking at that, and there's 3 players both, or they've all tried to look beyond for that ball, and they've not received anything as yet, but at least they're thinking of it. It's just the players in possession haven't really looked to play it. Rangers have it on the right. Infield, they go to Jonathan Varane. Still in his own half, he's under pressure. The ball goes backwards, and now all the way to the goalkeeper. Fox wants it on the left corner of the penalty area. In the end, Colbeck gets it on the edge of the D. Now back out to the right-back positions. Played down the touchline. Infield again to Anderson. Rangers keeping the passes short. Stoke trying to win it back, not too aggressive in the press. And then the ball is played into the channel, and Wilmot will deal with it. Bocat will play it high up into the air, not a lot of distance on that. And Junho will watch that out. But it's a QPR throwing over on the far side. Looks like Stoke a little bit caught between 2 stalls, not knowing whether to go and try and win it back high or sit off. Baker's pushing on as an extra striker when they're in possession from the goalkeepers to try and look after the 2 center halves. Unfortunately, you've got to have one of your midfield players be prepared to jump forward and look after the deep lier who happened to be called back at the time. Pearson was a bit reluctant to do it. It was a bit late in getting there and to get out John Ho. And now Phillips, the center-back, out to Chamadou on the right, near the halfway line, tries to play it down the line looking for Manhoff. It's not the best ball. Gallagher tries to win it back just enough to squeeze it out to Berger. And now John Ho plays a through ball, and it was a really good idea. And Baker, not quite back on his heels, but just wasn't quite quick enough to bend the run and then get on it. But good ball. The idea was right, the run was there, but they just didn't quite get the right pace from both Baker and the ball, basically, and they didn't meet. Stoke will be back with Phillips just inside the Rangers half in the air. It's headed on by Chamadou, and then flicked on by Berger, and then brought down by Manhoff. He tries to